What was Mark Antony doing in his life? Ave. My name is Aurelian, and today I will tell you entire life story of Mark Antony. Marcus Antonius was born on 14th of January of a year 83 BC. He was member of Antonia family. His father was Marcus Antonius Creticus, who carried campaigns against pirates, but he died when Marcus Antonius was young. His mother was Julia, a third cousin of Gaius Julius Caesar. After his father died, his mother married Publius Cornelius Lentulus Sura, and he was executed in year 63 BC due to coup d'etat attempt. By historian Plutarch, Antonius spent his teenage years wandering around Rome with his brothers, gambling, drinking, and being involved in love affairs. Cicero, who was Antony's enemy, charged him with homosexuality, but this was only said to discredit him. He then joined Publius Clodius Pulcher's street gang, but here he fell in debt. So in year 58 BC he fled to Greece, where he studied philosophy and rhetorics in Athens. Antony's military career started in year 57 BC with joining Aulus Gabinus, who was proconsul of Syria, and he was appointed as commander of cavalry. He seen his first military action in Judea, where Gabinus helped Roman client King Hyrcanus II, who was deposed by his son-in-law, to get back to power. It would really help me if you would give like and subscribe, write a comment for algorithm, and join my Discord server. The link is in the description. Meanwhile in Egypt, Pharaoh Ptolemy XII Auletes was deposed by his daughter, and he fled to Rome. But Ptolemy XII was supporting Pompey in his campaigns in the east. So after giving a bribe of 10,000 talents, but without approval of the Senate, Gabinus got the order from Pompey to invade Egypt. Gabinus was unsure, but after Antony's convincing, they invaded it and restored Ptolemy XII. Antony also claims that here he met Cleopatra for the first time. The political situation in Rome has meanwhile changed. There has appeared a secret alliance of three men: Marcus Licinius Crassus, Gnaeus Pompeius Magnus, and Gaius Julius Caesar. Those men then effectively led Roman Republic. But for the continuation of this story, we have to move to Caesar, who got several provinces and invaded Gaul. Marcus Antonius joined Gaius Julius Caesar in year 54 BC. There, he raised in prominence and showed his abilities in the battle at Alesia, and at the end of the war, he became leader of two legions. He also made a friendship with Caesar. After that of Crassus, the relationship between Caesar and Pompey worsened. This worsening situation eventually led to civil war, where Caesar swiftly gained control over Italy, and then sailed to Greece, where Antonius joined him and he was on his side in a battle at Dyrrhachium and the battle at Pharsalus. He was also second in the command of Caesar. Antony was then made governor of Italy, but this position wasn't suited for him and he lost it. After several mistakes, at this time the relationship with Caesar slightly severed, but it was repaired after the end of the civil war and the returning of Caesar in year 45 BC. He was then elected as consul together with Caesar in year 44 BC. After Caesar's assassination, he fled Rome, where he swiftly returned back. Here, Caesar's last will was opened, and young Gaius Octavius was made his son. Antony and Octavian then went into conflict against each other, but they managed to calm down and allied themselves with Lepidus to create new alliance. The primary goal of this alliance was to avenge Caesar, whose assassins were meanwhile stripped of their wealth. Brutus and Cassius, leaders of the faction which assassinated Caesar, seized eastern provinces, so the alliance had to go to war with them. and they were defeated at the battle at Philippi. After that, there was again conflict with Octavian, but it was resolved. But the Parthians invaded his eastern provinces. So Antony raised his eastern legions and went to campaign to Parthia. This was the original idea for this video, until I have decided to make it about Antonian's entire life. Rome came to conflict with Parthia since their first meeting in the 2nd century BC. In year 53 BC, there was a failed invasion of Parthia by Crassus, who died in the battle at Carrhae. Caesar's plans were that he will invade Parthia to punish them for helping Pompey, avenge Crassus, and to match the glory of Alexander the Great. But Caesar was assassinated, so the invasion had to be postponed. In 40 BC, Quintus Labienus, son of Caesar's general Titus Labienus, allied with King of Parthia Orodes II, and together they invaded Roman eastern territory. Antony was at this time in Alexandria with Cleopatra, but at this time he had to go to Rome to solve problems with Octavian, so he sent Publius Ventidius Bassus, who managed to defeat the Parthians. After the defeat of Parthians in 38 BC, Bassus celebrated a triumph in Rome. Octavian, Antony, and Lepidus then managed to defeat Sextus Pompeius. After that, Antony assembled the largest army that the East has ever seen, but Antony lost his supply route and he had to retreat back to Roman Syria. The campaign has failed. The campaign officially ended in year 35 BC. Meanwhile, Octavian purged Lepidus and took sole control of the West. Octavian also began attacking Antony, saying that he is going native to Egypt. Antony also managed to successfully invade Armenia, and he gave his and Cleopatra's children thrones in the east, and denounced his alliance with Octavian. This led to split between Antony and Rome. In 32 BC, war was declared on Antony. Octavian's forces under Agrippa then defeated Antony at the naval battle at Actium. In 30 BC, he stabbed himself because he believed that Cleopatra is already dead, but until he died, he managed to see her for the last time, and he died in her arms. Cleopatra then killed herself, so she would not fall into hands of Octavian, who now holds absolute power over Rome. The Antony's family then got restrictions on naming any other member of their family Marcus. His statues were removed and his honors revoked, but he wasn't completely erased from history like Romans did to several people. This is all. I hope that you like this video. You can give like and subscribe and write a comment for algorithm and join my Discord as well. Salvete!